Hi, your teacher Matt is speaking, and this is my first YouTube video. Today, I'm gonna talk about how you should think about IELTS. Sounds strange, right? At first glance, it might even seem like a ridiculous topic, but the moment you think about it more deeply, it can completely change your mindset. It can completely reshape your mindset. When someone gets band 8 or 8.5 or even 9, you probably think that this person speaks English at a near native level. Yeah, kinda. It's kinda true, but it's not entirely true. Huh? It's not entirely true at the same time. It could be misleading. Here's why. Because IELTS is an exam. It operates within fixed frameworks, predictable structures and patterns, and if someone masters these patterns exceptionally well, they can often achieve a score that is higher than their actual, real-world language proficiency. Everything revolves around listening techniques, how to impress the examiner in the speaking test, or how to write more academically to maximize your vocabulary score, and so forth. Let me break this down for you. My entire point is simple. IELTS is just a test. Don't obsess over advanced vocabulary because this obsession can actually damage your real everyday English, your natural English actually. Let me give you an example. Last year I was in Dubai and the hotel receptionist asked me, "What's your room number?" At that moment I couldn't remember at all. Okay? Instead of saying the simple and natural phrase, "I don't remember," I said, "I don't vividly recall." The receptionist didn't understand me at all. Oh my god, why I said that? It cracks me up every single time I think about it. The receptionist didn't understand me at all. Because I used an overly advanced IELTS style expression that I had learned to boost my vocabulary score. That was the moment I realized something important. IELTS can even be harmful to the development of natural, functional English if it's approached in the wrong way. You might say that I'm just being clickbait, saying unpopular, controversial opinions to get views, but I need to unpack this idea a bit further. I don't know what your native language is, but I want to give you an example based on your own mother tongue. When you talk to your friends or your family, do you intentionally use unusual, less common, or overly advanced words just to impress them, to make them say, "Wow, what a word"? Of course not. You speak simply and naturally because that's the very nature of language. And that is where things get interesting. From band 7 upwards, IELTS no longer fully follows the natural purpose of language, which is effortless communication. Instead, it pushes you toward a more artificial version of English. If you immerse yourself too deeply in that artificial system, it can start to interfere with your natural language use, exactly like the example I shared earlier. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't study for IELTS. No. You should study seriously. The point is about your mindset. Everything you learn should be treated as specific to this exam and nothing more. Whenever you want to have a natural, real conversation, you should avoid the advanced substitutes you've memorized for IELTS. Okay? Why? Why? Because think about it. Why are you taking IELTS in the first place? What's the main purpose? Exactly. For migration, education, or work. And in those situations, you are going to be communicating with people whose native language is English. So here's the takeaway. IELTS is just a test, but don't let it take over your natural English. Okay? Learn the patterns, practice the techniques, but when it comes to real life conversations, speak simply, clearly, and confidently. If you found this perspective useful, hit the like button, share this video, and comments below. Tell me which IELTS habit you think might be harming your natural English. I want to see your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on mastering IELTS without losing your real English. See you. Peace.